Hey everyone, welcome back. I'm actually sitting down in the interior of my 2002 Camaro SS here. I'm actually going to be doing a Dr. Beasley's interior, and we'll get to that in a second. First off, I want to welcome all of you who are continued subscribers, and I also want to welcome all the new subscribers to the channel. So it's the second week of January. I had a major spike in new subscribers after being on the podcast with Eddie, Josh, Pan, and Sock, and myself talking about the Cerakote coating and sharing our experiences with it. I know people thought there was a hidden agenda to it. There really wasn't. We were just talking about our experiences because we've all used it and we all had different experiences with the coating. But again, welcome to those subscribers. Hopefully you guys stick around, like, comment, do all that good stuff, and hopefully you guys can stick around, and if there's something that maybe I can showcase, go ahead and post up thoughts on that, because most of the time I'm showcasing stuff that I find interesting, that's not really covered by other YouTube detailers, I guess let's call it that way. Some of the stuff is just not covered, and so that can kind of just shed some new light on some different things and pass on things that I really like in terms of products here. And I'm not going to jump down the bandwagon that everybody does, like when everybody does their turtle wax stuff. You won't be seeing me do following the bandwagon there. So I kind of do my own thing, and yes, it kind of stunts the growth of the channel, but that's okay. I'm okay with that, because again, I'm not going to join the bandwagon for certain things. I just picked turtle wax because turtle wax is everybody knows the name, but it goes for any other brand here. I just kind of pick and choose what I find interesting, and then I appreciate all the brands who continue to support the channel, like DIY, Armor Detail Supply, Dr. Beasley's. And these guys constantly support the channel. On occasion they will send me some stuff, so I will let you guys know when the stuff is sent to me at the beginning of the video. So let's get right to it. First thing I want to mention is, so this is the 2002 Camaro SS. This interior is pretty old in terms of age, right? But this car does sit in the garage most of the time. I know it looks shiny in here, but that's just the lights reflecting off the materials in here. This is like a hard plastic, almost rubber here, and this is actually like plastic trim, textured plastic trim. So it does look shiny, but it really isn't. And I've always had this mark here, because I'm the second owner of this car. I bought it like in 2005, 2006. The original owner was a car collector, and so it sat a lot, and I don't know if they had something like a sticker here, and it kind of just has this weird kind of texture here, so I can never get rid of that here, and it doesn't come off. It's just permanent into the material here. So again, I'm the second owner. I bought it with 3,000 miles. The car currently has a little over 15,000 miles, so that goes to show you how many miles I put on it in the course of owning this thing for let's just say shy of 20 years. So again, I don't really drive it that much, just here and there. So with that said, I'll be playing around with this combination of Dr. Beasley's interior products. I'm playing around with the plastic conditioner and then topping it with Dash Pro. I did this on my Grand Prix, I did this on my dad's Impala, and this combination is just really nice. This plastic conditioner, the ability to restore and revive older plastic trim and just kind of nourish it, it's really nice. And you may have to add a second coat if the interior is dry and it absorbs it, so you may have to add a secondary coat. After it dries for like the 15 minutes or so, then I come back with Dash Pro. It's not going to remove the plastic conditioner, just kind of put that on there. We'll talk about why I put Dash Pro on there in a second. So again, just shake your product here. I'm going to shake this off camera here. I'm doing this with one hand, so kind of bear with me because I have the GoPro in my hand. So I'm just going to go ahead and apply some onto the applicator. This is an auto fiber applicator. I want to make sure I get it the right way, because it goes in you put your fingers in there like that. So we're going to go ahead and just take a look at that. And so let me just add a little dollop of product here. You don't need a lot. I think that's a little bit too much. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to work this into my pad. And what I'm going to do is I taped it off 50-50 here. It was a little harder to tape off 50-50 way back here, but so I'm just going to work in this section here. And you're just going to work this in to the material. Again, just use it on everything. So I'm going to use it on this piece here as well. And I'm going to use it on the outside. Again, I'm trying to restore everything in here, and and all you do is you apply it and you let it sit up for 15 minutes or so, roughly in there, 10 to 15 minutes, and you can actually already tell the enhancement it's given the interior. So you can let this kind of just set up here. If you need to kind of make it a little bit more even, by all means do so. And I'm going to put a little bit more because I'm going to see if I can get that upper dash piece. Who's texting me over here? Okay, so we're going to just add another little dollop on here. That's all I added. Butterfly into my applicator. And we're going to go ahead and put this in. Alright, so I'm just going to let that set up for about 10-15 minutes, and then I'll come back and then I'll show what it looks like. I'll see if I have to add another layer on this. I can judge now that I don't have the tape going all the way back. I'll see the way it dries, and I'm just going to go ahead and decide if I need to add a secondary layer or not. I don't think I do. I think one layer in most cases is pretty good. And then of course, one thing I forgot to mention is you want to clean your interior here, so just use your favorite interior cleaner. I ended up just using that PNS Express interior cleaner here just to kind of remove anything that was on the surface. I didn't have to go that hard because the interior was already clean, so I just kind of wiped it with a microfiber towel, and then so I'll come back to you in a few minutes to show you what the finish looks like. Alright everyone, so now that the plastic conditioner has had time to kind of just absorb into the material, it looks pretty good. I mean, it hasn't, you know, it's still, and I can still push a little bit around, so that means that my dash is actually pretty hydrated. If the dash completely absorbed it in, it still looks a little splotchy or a little dull, just add another layer after that. Like I said in the back of the instructions, say 10 to 15 minutes. Actually did this entire side, so this side will get a little bit more time to absorb it. It's not a big deal because the only section that doesn't have it is just from here up. So again, I have like right around here is where I stopped, so I just have an area where I can see, and it looks pretty good. So even back there, so this spot here doesn't have anything, this spot here does have something, and so I'll just come back over here. And then the last thing on the bottle, the directions on the bottle, it states, so here they are, wipe up excess conditioner with clean dry microfiber cloth, okay, for maximum results. Okay, that's about the cleaning stuff. So again, your prep is going to dictate how long this product lasts. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this coating towel that's been downgraded. I'm going to use side number 7 to kind of just lightly wipe off any excess from this surface, and I will do the same up top. Again, you don't have to push that hard to wipe off that excess material product. Okay, so now if I pull the tape line back, you can actually see how dark the trim looks just because it's been restored, or actually say the dash. And this is one of the reasons why I like the product, is because if your dash is a little old and it's lost a little bit of its color, I mean, that looks pretty good. And you can see it doesn't really reflect the light any different comparison to this side. So it looks, you know, really similar here. So I'm just getting that enhanced appearance. But you can see, I always, like I said, this is that spot that I've had problems with. I don't know what they put on there. It doesn't come off, but it just looks a little odd. And so this is what the product looks like here, 50-50. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just go ahead and go on to the next step here. So again, if you want to knock it down a little bit, just, you know, take your microfiber towel, just kind of remove any excess. But that is a fantastic 50-50 here. And I think what I'm going to do, I'll do this after, is take a picture of that and post it on my IG. So the next part is adding Dr. Beasley's Dash Pro. Now this is a ceramic, they call it a ceramic dust repellent. It's kind of like think of this as a interior ceramic coating. This stuff works really good. The benefits of this product is when you apply it, it keeps your, like I said, it's a ceramic dust repellent. It keeps the dust from staying on your dash or anywhere you use it. So this is one of the reasons why I like this product. I know it seems a little gimmicky and people don't really think it does anything. Trust me, if you use this a few times, you can actually see that your dash areas, wherever you put this on, there's going to be more dust free than not having it on there. So again, I use this stuff pretty much on every surface. I've coated the entire car a long time ago, and I used all the plastics, you know, down by the by my feet here. You know, all these plastic pieces here, I've coated them with Dash Pro, and they've stayed cleaner longer. So let me just go ahead and switch hands here, because I can shake this with my hand. So just give it a quick little shake. And I'm going to give you a quick little tip here. This stuff's pretty good. So let me just set to spray. And you don't need a lot of product, so I'm just going to go ahead and just I always spray like 2 lines, and that's usually more than enough to kind of get this product onto the surface. I should have left that tape line, so I'm going to have to just play around with this. But again, I would just apply this to the surface like so. Again, I put plenty on here to kind of just spread, and again, I'm just putting it onto the spot where I don't have it. Again, just kind of work it in, and what you're going to do is you're going to let this set up for a minute. It's going to almost self-level, and you're going to come back and just do a light wipe on the surface. I'm going to let that kind of self-level. You can see it still looks a little wet in this area. Now I told you I'm going to show you a tip on how to protect these areas with Dash Pro. You're going to need some sort of detailing swab. So they have these little swabs here. I just spray a little product on here. I know that looks dirty, but it's just beat up over time. The foam has changed color over time. So you can just spray a little bit of product and go in here and do your thing. Or you can pick some of these at like Home Depot or Harbor Freight. I think I bought these at Harbor Freight. And again, that's just enough to get in there. So I'm going to just go ahead and spray. And this one's a little bit more difficult because I'm going to spray it on the applicator so I don't make a mess. I'm just going to rest this. I'm working with one hand, so bear with me, people. Okay, so I'm just put a little bit of product in there. I'm going to massage it into the foam. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take this and apply it into the air vents. You're probably going, well, why are you doing that? Well, this is going to keep these vents from being more dust free by having it than not having it in there. And again, I will do the same thing with this little vent here for the defroster. And I will do the same thing for the ones up here and the ones here in the center console here. So I will just apply this to every single surface. I'm going to go ahead and put this down right there. Again, just let it set up for a minute. And we're going to come back with the microfiber on a different side here. And what I'm going to do, like I said, just give it a minute. Come back. And just lightly wipe the surface down. Okay. Again, you're not scrubbing, and that's it, man. Just kind of enjoy that finish. I mean, that looks good, man. I like that. So just enjoy the finish, enjoy the results from Dash Pro, keeping your dash more dust free than not having anything on there. And then people are going to ask me, well, what do you do for maintenance? So maintenance is pretty easy. You can use your favorite interior detailer. Just know that if you have an interior detailer that has protection on the surface, like DIY Detail Clean and Protect, that's also going to add some stuff on it. So you may mask the properties of Dash Pro. You may want to just stick with something like just a dampened rinseless wash towel. Just go over the surface, or just spray waterless wash on your towel and wipe it up, because you really don't need a lot to maintain it. And then As soon as you start seeing the dash needing to be either dressed again or restored again with plastic conditioner, then you go ahead and start over. If it's still maintaining that look, then all you need to do is just wipe it down, and on occasion you can just reapply Dash Pro. You don't have to do anything fancy, because as long as it retains the color, then you can just reapply Dash Pro. So I want to give you guys a quick little demonstration of this combination that I've been playing around with again. That's the plastic conditioner from Dr. Beasley's as your base, and Dash Pro as your topper, and that's going to maintain this look for a very long time. One of my favorite combinations thus far. And again, if you want to upsell this to your customer, hey, that's something you can talk to them about restoring maybe a classic vehicle. If you have a personal classic vehicle and you want to keep the interior looking good, this is a good option. Or if you have like my car here that's 20 years old at this point, 22 years at this point, you can restore the appearance of the interior, and then you just add the dust repellent properties of the interior coating. Or if I had something from like the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, something like that, again, that'd be a good option as well. Do you need to do both? No, you can actually just stop at plastic conditioner and move on, or you can just apply Dash Pro. Just know that Dash Pro doesn't have any restorative properties like plastic conditioner, but again, that's it. So if you guys have any comments or questions on this combination, then feel free to post up. I'm interested to hear your thoughts on this. And again, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. And again, don't forget to wipe off any excess product in this area here. Again, thanks for watching. Catch you next one. Take care, everyone.